Hello Cobras, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. I am TryclydeTamer. This episode, we began the Lakebed Temple, and last episode we did a lot of side quests that led up to opening it up. So yep, let's go right on in. Back with the normal files, I have 3 of the same thing copied over, so if there are any mess ups, it would be crazy mess ups on my part. So starting off here, we've got a little bit of a tunnel to go through with our Zora tunic equipped. Very creepy clam pearl right here, or rather a shell blade as they are called. Yes, we're seeing kind of similar enemies that we would see in other Zelda games. Shell blade, which is one you see in the water temple in Ocarina of Time, and you may hear a little bit of zapping above us. Didn't really see too much of the guys of interest in Ocarina of Time in this place, but this is a berry, and the thing I did the Italian accent with Navi for. It's a little embarrassing to look on that. Cringeworthy at that as well. Just be careful to stay away from the force field. At least the electricity doesn't really carry through the water. Make our way past the barnacles and get up here. It's like it's a battlefield or something. Yeah, definitely a battlefield with the purple choo-choo right there. Choo jellies. I wonder what we do in this Lakebed Temple in the way of puzzles. Let's take care of this guy. Something I've been trying to do a little bit recently in practice, which I did yesterday, was to do a spin attack followed up by a spin attack, or a jump attack followed by a spin attack. It should be quicker than that. But we got a red choo jelly right here. Have 3 of those set up together. So that's a nice thing to have already. Already at the ready, you know. Make sure there's no blue guys down here. I might have to. Man, I'm gonna heal that quarter-hearted damage. Not like it's too big a worry though. Here in non-hero mode, let's just make use of it while we can. You never know what a quarter-hearted damage could be for you. Of course, I'm gonna be finding ones in the pots anyway. Let's how about we do that with the boomerang right there? Always like it being on R, you know. It's rated R with these water bombs that we are replenishing. Not like I really needed any more than I had. Might have used up one to get into the temple on my own unintentional practice, just catching up, you know. Just doing all this stuff right here. Man, how do we open up this gate? Do we glitch our way through? Do we kill all these red choo-choos and purple ones as well? Or maybe even exclusively the red ones and not purple ones? But there's also a little something about that blue one we see right here. Not like it's too big of a concern to kill it. It's gonna recover all hearts of damage, but I guess since the way it is bad enough for me, I could drink my red one to recover another quarter heart. Oh well, then I can scoop things up. Good thing it wasn't disappearing too soon. But yes, a blue choo jelly. We've already seen these. We can replenish all the hearts. You know, it's great. Get past all of that, continuing along these narrow corridors. There's a little something going on. Let's just get a view of things. Things are falling, and midnight's coming up, so you better get this party started. Whoa, that's treacherous. Whoa, don't you think you ought to knock down these stalactites hanging off the ceiling first? Whoa, they don't look to be very stable. I bet they break pretty easily if you hit them with enough force. She's saying whoa a lot, but I added that 3rd one. So the way we use enough force to make the stalactites hanging tight come down is to use bomb arrows. I don't think they really explode when you're holding them as part of an arrow. I'm not sure about things. New enemies, Helmosaurs, and sort of new enemies that we didn't really see. Blue Tektites, not really much different, just more suited for aquatic environments when I was seeing them in the more watery rooms of the Goron Mines, almost a Goron Temple. But I was not thinking Fire Temple. This is Lakebed Temple, akin to the Water Temple. Some pots up there we can get rupees and hearts, you know, out of. Right here, with this little Helmosaur, I could, like, have a little bit of a glitch going on if I could lure it over here. It's kind of a tough enemy with its metal shield. It's an Auron, you know. That's kind of a good name for one Pokemon, I guess. Helmosaur, which is a helmeted dinosaur-like Pokemon. Yep, it's pretty easy to take down, even easier once you get more equipment later on. You can just do the back slides like that, or, you know, just walk around and take care of it. Hello there. Oh man, I'm being knocked up something crazy like. Haha, you got stuck down there. But something I need to make unstuck is that stalactite there. I thought I was gonna miss it. But nope, I'm doing so great. So great that I was thinking of completely skipping that pot. Yeah, getting all these things going on with the damage and the hearts and using the items, you know. Oh man, not like we need a small key right now, and that pot should definitely be blowing in the water, maybe even a bigger one as well. Come on, I have to be slightly lower on the inclines to be able to get through. Oh well, getting a little bit of stuff. replenishing my arrows slightly, and getting more water bombs that aren't really needed because I already have a full set of these. But it doesn't put it back in the chest like it would in the original version of the game, which kind of a hit or miss. Not like things are really hard to come by. Judging by the amount of items I have right now, pretty much maxed on everything, except really the lantern, which who cares much about the lantern? Oh, I don't want to skip things. I was just trying to press plus, but it wasn't really happening because it's showing how things are here. I don't remember things showing as they are. Huh. It's kind of interesting. I don't really pay much attention to these things, but it definitely shows you what things look like. Or even things down there. Have an enemy up ahead. Yeah, I barely have not enough oil to take down this Lizalfos. Just kind of transitioning things weirdly. Okay, I thought I heard my dog barking, but she's pretty much asleep on the couch. Sorry if you hear an air conditioner in the background. I'm trying to make the best use of my environment. I don't know why I'm adding weird sounds to my words. But here we are in a kind of familiar central room. Of course, way more decorated, like rated D for Deku. I don't know, trying too hard with some stuff. Wait, I think I hear a familiar sound effect. Familiar, that thing that I always do. Messing up my words. Oh man, good thing that's in the pot right here. Let's break it anyway. But I can't, it's an indestructible pot. Not like I need to worry too much about it. I'm just gonna stay far, far away from it. You don't have to jump and hit these switches because the staircase is already set that way because that's how this place works. There's a treasure chest over there that I wish to acquire. And I see one down there as well that I also wish to acquire eventually. You could climb down if you wanted, but the water level is kind of a thing that we have to work with to get things to a certain point of greatness. Am I making my point? I think I am. And I think I can make my points by opening this chest that replenishes my arrows. Woo. Not like I needed much of any of these things. Alright. May look like a normal key door right there, but I'll go ahead and say that that's the boss door. I mean, yeah, we can walk over and find out that it's slightly larger and you need the boss key to get in. I'm just trying to eliminate all my variables to make sure I'm not missing too much of anything. Have to bring that staircase around like so. What's over here? It's a blocked way, but only by this blue Tektite and a water wheel that we have to get moving. So yeah, the gimmick of this is to move the staircase around, guide the water different places, but we have not established a source of the water. Not like we can just carry lots and lots all the way through. Just dump a little bit down and chase it from our bottle and just see if it affects the water wheels enough for you to pass through and sequence break things, but sounds like it would be a lot of work. Alright, where's Uku? I'm delaying the inevitable. Let's see a locked door that we must get to eventually. Alright, yeah. And here's Uku. Might as well let it happen. Stray far away though. Okay, I thought it would trigger the cutscene being this close. Let's see what we can do. Okay. Phew! Free at last! Gracious, you're the nice fellow who helped me out the other day. Even though it was quite a lot of days, even if I was recording kind of in time. Well, now we found each other again. Let's stick together for a bit. I'll be right with you, so if you want to warp out, just let me know. And we reunited with Uku, of course. I don't even know what I'm thinking about with using Uku strategically in different areas. Got a far way to go to even get in and out of the temple, so not like there's much use making use of her. Alright, I think we're at a higher point than we were. We also killed this Tektite already, unless it respawned. I don't think it has. And not too concerned about bringing stuff over this way. Okay, it's just another water wheel. Yay, I'm confusing myself. It might be the same one, could be a different one, I don't know. Just trying to figure out how I want things to be. Sounds like a thing down there that I could use. Doesn't really sound like much of anything. That big nice door over there is the one we intrigued through. Just make sure I'm doing things in a reasonable amount of ways. Okay, here we go. Got something going on. It may look like the same way, but it's actually the other side. Just notice the Helmosaur instead of a whatchamacallit, Lizalfos. It's into a good place so I can hit you. Not that I even need to kill you anyway. So I'll just do that little bit of scarring damage to you and continue along with my life. Could be going a little bit faster with things. Coming up on 10 minutes, but let's just see how fast I can go. Things are looking a little still around here. Vines I can do stuff with. Possibly break. Yay, 1 rupee and a heart that I don't need. Let's go down this way, little alcove. water rushing in the way, and we're at a standstill here. Oh wait, look at that, a stalactite. I'm surprised I'm hitting all these in the odd ways that I am. We must climb on vines all around. It would be much easier if there was water to make use of, and I think I should have grabbed the dungeon map a bit earlier than I did, so maybe I can when I make my way back around. Kind of doing things a little unconventionally. Yeah, want to deal with this in a good way. Wait for it to come up and get over to it. Not actually bash my head or any other part of my body. All the different heads that Link may have, and open the door to the small key. Let's see what we are doing with this key, so we can traverse around. Something we can't really reach right now. And yeah, that's pretty much all we got. So I think I will actually edit back around. I was thinking about keeping things all on screen, but I will not. Get away from these tektites, climb my way back up, and make my way back to where things are more relevant, I guess. And if my memory serves me correctly, just taking a little swivel this way, yes indeed, that is the way to the dungeon map, because it would be to the left in the Wii/Hero mode versions, you know? To get the dungeon map, of course, green rooms are the ones we visited, yellow arrow shows the current location, tilt the thing to show your locations. Alright, so I went down. Pretty much have all the collectibles aside from one down there, but I'm going to wait until I get the water levels a little bit better. Don't have to worry about these until I find the locked door, which is not there, but it is around that way. How inconvenient that we must make such inane, insane movements to go to places that we are going. Oh, the places you'll go, like that Dr. Seuss book. Gotta lap myself back. Showing 12 minutes on things, but maybe 1 minute or so is being cut out, maybe if even that. Yeah, could have kept things on screen, but saving all that little bit of time, such as not killing some diddly darn Helmosaurs that are unnecessary. Kind of feels like it would be the same way you're going. Yeah, kind of makes this place confusing. But let's see, something we can't do much with, and not much here either, so let's go ahead and slash you like that. So we can grab this key, even though it's not a key, it's water bombs, because keys don't really show up in those small chests like that. And figure out exactly the path that we are willing to take. This might actually be one that we do later. Actually, nah, it's not. Confusing myself a little bit. There are stalactites here. Just gotta watch the environment. Gotta get up to the vines from this one right here, so we can go up. Yep. Even though Link may climb a little bit faster than in the original versions, the controls may be a little weird. Like I was practicing and I was most certainly holding left on the control stick, but Link was still going up, not at that same point, but I'll try to remember to let you know when I get to that point, like it even matters. I think it might be this next room here. And here's a little something you can blow up, but I'll leave it a mystery with Link's torso way in the way. Helmosaurs, I'd rather not deal with those guys. I'm just gonna go in this central semen room that we are branching off from the main central room where the boss door is. Hey, this kind of seems like the wrong temple, but I guess it's good enough of a reference. We could have finished him, but he finished himself by going down all the way that way. Link always has to jump over the smallest of crevasses, but that's how his AI is programmed. You can't be judging him so much. Water wheel there, that kind of gets in the way, and if memory serves me correctly, there will be a red choo-choo appearing. I want to say there's a fairy here, but maybe I'm at a different point. So, green rupees, blue rupees. I could chant things with the different things. What am I trying to say? What am I trying to get at? I don't know, but something of import right here that we must grab is a small key. How nice. But yeah, I was thinking there would be a fairy here, but it's actually a different place. So either way, let's go to where we can open things with that key. The place being, what a surprise! But these Helmosaurs, I probably could have been a little bit faster of things, just to wrap things around, but I was trying to figure things out. Okay, that's not how it wraps around, because I'm gonna look at the map and see how it wraps around. I could probably make the mini-map go away, but while things are still going on, we have a mini boss called a chew worm here. Things wrap around the way the rooms are. Can't really do too much damage while he's in the bubble, so what you can do is use that bomb arrow, and I was trying to do a thing. I was kind of doing it, I was trying to make the move, so I can practice getting a jump attack into a spin attack. But yeah, that way right there is how you go back around. And then, okay, yeah, that's what I needed the key for. So, yeah, I was being spacious and speedy enough, because I wouldn't be able to climb up that way that I was trying to go. Things are happening around this way. Do I hear enemies? Do I hear anime? Sounds like it might be Tektites in these winding corridors that we are going to be usaging. Man, I wanted to jump onto the vines and not get brain damage. Probably poison ivy too. Maybe the shield makes Link have steel properties to be immune to poison. Kind of hearing like rustling wind in the background of the music, kind of like a howling stone, but that's not how things work. There you are, Mr. Tektite making noise and doing the damage to me that I'm not fantastically a fan of. Here we go, here he comes. Let's ready to stun you briefly like that. Just fun ways of doing things, kind of unconventional. I mean, yeah, it's kind of an intended thing to do for you to stun enemies with that, but you can combine it with other abilities, like your finisher, if it's an enemy that can be finished. Not quite these guys, even though it's kind of would be assumed to be like a torch slug where you can finish them provided they're not doing crazy movements with fire or jumping in the case of Tektites. Enough talk, let's get more useless water bombs. I'm not even using any yet. I mean, yeah, I did have normal bombs combined with my arrows there, still on the X button. It's just that we cannot get the camera's spazzing, of course, getting ready to open the floodgates. Maybe open the floodgates, like the gates to food, Fuddruckers. This is gonna be fun. We're on a water slide, yeah. Now that I'm back in Indiana, I can go to Holiday World, where there's the Pilgrim's Plunge, which is a fun ride, even though it only lasts like 10 seconds, but it's still fun regardless. It's kind of unfortunate because it closes around Thanksgiving time for the winter season, and it's October 5th right now as we're recording. And it took 10 hours to upload episode 22, a 26-minute episode. Yeah, with our about 768k upload speed. Not really the greatest, but yeah, that's how you do things. You get the water that way, and you get it flowing when you pull the switch, and follow the way it goes to see how nice it is. It's kind of guiding you with greatness. At least you don't have to like play an ocarina or anything to constantly be changing the water levels, so at least it's linear enough in that regard, but still kind of confusing that you have to keep going back and forth in rooms. You may think they wouldn't be able to go through the room in that way. Oh hell, here's the fairy. I didn't say hell, I was like, oh hey yo, or something like that. Ohio? No, I'm in Indiana, as I was just saying. You go to Kings Island, I've never been there in my life. Yeah, you actually cannot go through that because, yeah, water wheel is how you get the thing moving, and you just go through the little twisty room. Might as well keep it in because with the water flowing, I believe it's going to get these gears to turning. Yes, indeed. I wish I could just so slightly jump down there, but it's gonna count as a falling into a pit type of deal when things get in such a way. So I'll cut out just a few more seconds unless more things happen until I get back to the central room. Woo! This definitely reminds me of a water park, the way the water's just flowing everywhere, like those water playgrounds you see at water parks where you climb up the very painful rope in your bare feet. I don't know why they're built that way, just to torment you, and then on a timer is the big bucket that falls on you. I've had traumatic experiences in my life, not like they're really traumatic, I'd say, but so to speak, but either way, trying to figure out how we want things to be. I think we just want to pull this one. I mean, yeah, just having the water level allows us to reach a certain point in time. The rest of it just go down, and we can get those things moving in that one room we've been to, but since the water is the way it is now, I'm gonna see if I can find me a way to jump down to the second tier. Oh, gotta watch out for these skelefish right here. Skeleton fish, bonefish, I believe they are called. Like bonefish willies, you know? To get this treasure chest, in which is the letter K. That's just K if you ask me. And before I do too much with things, let's see if I can do it. It's kind of spotty in how it are, I guess, and how it be, but it do. You can fish with these bombfish. No, not bombfish. That's actually a separate enemy. Bonefish. I don't know why I'm having such trouble with enemy names, but yeah, it's on a weird little window of stuff, but you can actually catch these guys, but it won't be adding them to the fish journal because they are forbidden fish, as the text would say. Alright, let's get away from these crazy enemies. I know, you're doing damage to me. I'm just gonna make my way back to that one room that we were briefly in to get a small key before, but now the things in the central area will be turning like the wheel in the sky. I think it was kind of confusing myself with things. I don't think I had to turn things too much, but on the highest level you can bring the one down there, and that's how you get to the room. Don't have to worry about the water actually coming through this path. It just needs to be up to the level that it is. Make our way past this second helmet sword to be cutting this stuff out and actually lapping myself on my phone properly, but I'm already down the rabbit hole too far. And yep, the same thing, we saw it briefly in the thing. Saw the slot type moving and these things starting to move. So things are all interconnected in this wonderful, wide, wacky world. Jump with me, grab coins with me. Oh yeah, yeah! It's time to jump up in the air. Yeah, enough about singing that. That comes out in 22 days. But tomorrow, because today's October 5th, tomorrow's October 6th, and Superstar Saga and Bowser's Minions comes out. And by the time you see this, I'll probably be playing it because of how long it takes to upload the dang videos, and I'm hearing choo-choo jellies. Inside this not door is a key that opens a not key but door. Alright, there's some purple dudes, there's yellow dude. Not a golden yellow dude, just a normal yellow dude that would count as the lantern oil dude. Ah, door. Are we going to the mini boss room already? Because it seems all circular and great. Let's go ahead and get prepared for this thing. Because I am oh so prepared to go through a lot of door. Enough like a mini boss room. Is this the mini boss? The little crate gate thing? I guess not. There's something over there, but nope. This is not what we do. We have to go back to the spinny stuff room. See you in like 2 seconds. Ka-chunk goes that door. That's the way we came in. Now we must wait until we are able to disembark on the thing. Well, disembarking is what we're doing on here. Disembobulate ourselves, depart from the moving things, take off, dismount, I guess. It's kind of the word I was looking for, like a D word, like dis and D always means the anti-types of words, deforestation, inhumane. I don't need to kill you, my dude, so I'll just leave you alive. I just gotta give the flesh wounds to them. It's like a zombie bite or something. That's just the way to look around so you can notice that. Oh, here's where I need to go for that key if I didn't already have the key to open this door. Oh man, here's how we do this stuff. Open this. Just a little waterway around to get us used to how things go. We can iron boots our way around, or we can swim through with our Zora tunic and remembered abilities of tapping A to swim. Alright, so we got a little bit of currents here. Currentes, oh, currenting. Currentes is like the participial, I believe, form of running. Like a courier. Courier is the running. Couriers for French. It's like Kingdom Courier on the topic of Superstar Saga. That's the thing for running the newspaper, you know? Yep. Getting not so important items from these chests. Water bombs, 20 rupees, maybe a little more important with our slightly depleted numbers. We'll need a little bit more than that eventually. Or you gotta be quicker than that. Let's see. How about, yeah, I guess, I was trying to say. Going on that weird tongue thing, it's like a discombobulated shell plate of large proportions. Let's watch out of the way of things, not get shocky zapped by all these berries. I've been shocky zapped quite a bit in practice last night yesterday. Alright, no more iron bootsing. We just need to do that for getting onto the thing. Oh, don't try to jump up to me. Have to avoid you with my greatness. Swimming around with my flippers. I saw like a video of someone sweeping with a broom and then using a pool flipper as a dustpan type of deal. So here we are. Kind of looks like a room similar to what we've been looking into before, though. It's like the gate we've been looking at also. Is this the mini-boss? Two little Toados? But what's a Todo without a Deku, Toad, Mother, Father type of deal? It's like a Goma with all these eye-looking things, but no, it's just like the eggs of the pollywogs, you know? Pollywagging around. But somehow I feel this is not only a water type, but maybe a poison type, or maybe even grass type, with it being called a Deku Toad. Not being too dramatic, I'm just talking all the way through. Just having a Hylian instead of Mexicans, and off maybe Terminian. Gotta build a great wall of Hylia to block out those dang Terminians with their upside down things. Oh man, this kind of gave me a doozy of a time in practice. Sorry about that, my parental units were here briefly, and the Deku Toad is jumping! They are no longer here, and that says the weak spot right here for you to do that. I almost did the proper thing where I did the spin attack right after the jumpy thing. Wait for it, he's going to open his mouth like that. Getting ready for another jump, or spreading around more eggs, but that's how you can get more things done. And, kind of figured that another phase, the second one, would be the last one. So I would assume number 3, that didn't seem to work. Get ready, he's gonna spread more stuff. Probably female though, with it being birthing all this stuff, holding it on its back. Even though it's kind of like what penguins do, and of course the male seahorses hold the babies in the pouches and the stuff. Are you gonna do a thing? See for play? Oh, here you go, you're gonna jump again. Just, yeah, with weird lock-on stuff. Watch for the shadow. Get out of that. And maybe one more spin attack will do that. Even though it was the finishing when I meant to do a jump attack, but yeah. Either way though, it has been finished. What's done is done. Move along. Hey, look at that. Inside a bunch of bile was a treasure chest. How nicely done. What is inside this wonderful treasure chest? Only the dungeon of the item. The shot of claws. A end of a claw long chain. It's a claw shot. Not quite a hook shot, but still claw shot because it has to grab onto things in the way that it does things. Am I making sense? I hope I am. Let's put that there. Have it nicely on the X button, and things seem to be broken. There's lore! Get ready to do that. And all the types of targets we've been seeing like that, we can grab onto and make use of. The ones hanging down is how we can move things around, like in the central room. We can bring the staircase around that way to further easify things. And the ones along the wall, of course, to help us out as well. There's also another little use that is immediately relevant. This guy, Helmosaur, you naked, and I can use your own thing against you. Yeah, like that. Then you can use this, kind of helpful for puzzles later on. Oh, I didn't know there was going to be another guy, but you saw your friend die to horrible things such as that. So here we are. Now the way things are, we can claw shot if the thing's not in the way. We still can't do much with the gate over to the side. Wait till we have another level of water for that. But for now, we are quite well, and we are farmers as well. Anyway, yeah, let's use all these vines and stuff to make our lives easier. Even though it takes the time to aim and everything. You can't go to the ones with the torches, but there is the thing at the top that we could have aimed to probably previously. Maybe if we were a little bit higher up around the central thing with the vines. But either way, we're going back into the central room again. Let's get ready to shield you like that. Might be a little close to 30 minutes now, and I could have already outroed things, but I'm going to outro things as soon as I get into this control sentry room. Why do I switch words around in such a way? So I can do that right there to be convenient. And, aha, I see a claw shot thing that I am greatly looking for. So I can do that. Also, do that. Well, yeah, also that thing being killing that type. So we can bring this thing around when I pull the thing like that. And it has the water coursing like a wonderful river and stuff. It brings the water level this way. And next time on Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD, we will be going to the new areas and also old areas as well with our newfound claw shot to pretty much finish the Lakebed Temple. It's a heck of a time, but it's a decently fun time with these water slides and constantly drowning. Blah, 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 blah. Until next time, don't drown yourself and don't toast yourself. All the different elements. Ooh, pretty tiles.